Rare Diseases, Real Stories is a special podcast series about children living with rare diseases and their parents.
In 1999, a diagnosis of infantile Tay-Sachs was 100% a death sentence.
It was a journey that ended with a result we never saw coming.
It's about the transformational power families wield in moving rare diseases research forward.
It's a community that relies on each other.
Each episode is about courage, perseverance.
You know, as parents, we are going to fight with him till the end.
Gene therapy that provides hope.
Hope and love.
You're tickling me.
There is something about Noah that sparkles. It's infectious.
Families share their stories from the front lines when every moment counts.
She is doing things that we never expected her to do ever.
I'm Jennifer Berryman. I'll be your host. This is a production of UMass Chan Medical School.
We never imagined being on this journey.
Honestly, like seeing him stuck in his body, you know, he wants to move, he wants to do all this. He tries, you can tell, you can see it in his eyes, but he can't. And that's, as a mom, it's just the hardest thing to see.
Tommy and Linda Pham welcomed their second child, a little boy named Raiden, into the world on February 26, 2020. Like for most parents, those early days were a blur of new baby joy and sheer exhaustion. Like his older sister Jordan had, Raiden was hitting those early milestones, but by the time he turned 3 months old, something had changed drastically.
He wasn't progressing. He wasn't meeting all the milestones that you should at 3, at 4 months, you know, at 3 to 4 months, or even 5 months, you start to get head control, you start to do more tummy time. He just wasn't doing any of that. And if he did, he was like in pain.
What happened?
Seeing Raiden in pain was, of course, so hard for Tommy and Linda. It took a toll on their lives. Raiden struggled to hold down any source of nourishment. He was vomiting as many as 10 times a day every time Linda nursed him.
We knew something was wrong.
Whenever he pukes or like throw up, like the tube would come out either through his mouth or literally come out through his nose. And as parents, we would have to put that back in several times a day. Like my wife would hold him down while I put it in. And there are moments where like, okay, do we have the tube in the right spot? Is it in his lungs? Like we could technically kill him. We were to feed milk down his lungs. So when we doubt ourselves, we would take him to the ER or an urgent care doctor to make sure that we have it in the right spot. So it was a terrible time.
In December of 2020, Raiden underwent surgery to have a feeding tube inserted into his stomach.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And as his first birthday approached in February of 2021, despite all of the medical care, he still was not making any progress.
Okay, Jordy. Okay, make a wish. Go ahead, baby.
No head control, still very floppy, very stiff. Cameron put his hand in his mouth. Cameron grabbed his foot, doesn't even like babble, right?
Can't even do tummy time. Nothing.
Yeah, he can't even lift his head. So 110% something was wrong there.
Shortly after Raiden turned 1, a new neurologist at a new hospital initially diagnosed Raiden as a quadriplegic cerebral palsy with dystonia. But it turned out that wasn't right. The truth of Raiden's medical diagnosis, which at this point had been a mystery for more than a year, came when he had a whole exome sequencing test.
We actually got the result through an email first. So our heart literally just stopped for the longest time until we can get a hold of our genetic counselor at that time.
All she said to us was like, oh, your son has this disease called UBA5, and if you do have another child, it's a 25% that he or she will get it. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? And she said that she will send us paper for a couple. There was like a couple families document, I believe, and she was like, here, you can read on it, but then we will call you for more details in the next couple of days with the actual genetic doctor. We're like, okay, we'll wait. So you can imagine that period of time while we were waiting for 24 hours.
We were searching the world for answers. I have a bit of a background in biology, so I could read some of the paper, and it's it was not good.
UBA5 disorder is an ultra-rare, life-threatening, and progressive neurological disorder. It can cause severe disability and seizures. Patients with UBA5 experience muscle weakness, floppiness, as well as stiffness, seizures, poor head control, and overall failure to thrive. Raiden is one of just about 30 known cases in the entire world.
I'm showing him how to be brave.
When you think about rare disease, his is ultra rare. There's no treatment, there's no cure. For a whole month, we were we're just in a dark place. We didn't want to do anything, right? It's in an instant, life just turned upside down. What you imagine, your vision for a family, what you're gonna do, and all this vacation, right? All that is out the window. And so we took time to digest, to grieve as well.
To talk to other families, and the more we talked to other families, it was even more heartbreaking. Seeing their kids, that was probably the hardest thing. Some kids actually did pass away at a very young age. You have a child and you imagine all the good stuff, and now it's totally opposite. And it was the hardest time.
Our neurologist just told us we'll treat the symptom as it comes.
Facing their grief, processing the diagnosis, the Phams empowered themselves. They wanted to make a difference for Raiden.
As parents, we are going to fight with him till the end.
It is not easy. Raiden requires 24/7 care. He is not mobile. He will be 5 on February 26th, but cognitively, doctors estimate he is about 7 months old. The Phams say their love for one another, for Jordan, for Raiden, and support from their families is what fuels them.
Let's play a game. Find the circle.
We can't give up.
We can't give up. We just have to move forward.
We have to keep moving forward day by day, and there are days, not gonna lie, Susan, it's hard, but we just have to keep doing it because it's for our family and for other kids.
This new chapter of their journey was marked by a deep dive into genetic disorder research. With Tommy's background in biology and chemistry and connection to the world of biotech, he reached out to scientists coast to coast.
People are starting to know that we do this. We just get emails almost every week of new parents, new diseases.
Miguel Sena Estevez was one of the first scientists to respond to Tommy's email. He's an associate professor of neurology and founding director of the Translational Institute for Molecular Therapeutics at UMass Chan Medical School. The institute leverages UMass Chan's extensive experience to design therapies for early-stage clinical trials for individual rare diseases like UBA5.
The need is enormous. It's just as simple as that. That's really the job of the Translational Institute. It started as being primarily to help other investigators at UMass and potentially elsewhere, which actually translate from discovery at the bench to the clinic. I see sort of this emerging of centers that hopefully start collaborating together to really make this translation faster and more efficient to really get these therapies to patients.
Once we knew gene therapy, even though a lot of it's experimental, but at least it provides hope.
UMass Chan is known for its pioneering advances in gene therapy research, but was not working on UBA5 specifically until the Phams reached out.
We worked at all levels, which is from the very beginning, like UBA5. There was not even a mouse model that could actually be used that Tommy's developed in collaboration with someone else.
We feel confident that UMass is the right choice to be on this journey with us.
In 2021, the Phams established the Raiden Science Foundation and began a large-scale fundraising effort to support UBA5 research at UMass Chan, all while holding down 2 full-time jobs and raising their family.
Smile, Raven.
We literally have one shot to do this, and it's a significant amount of money that we have to raise.
$4 million is the goal. So far, they've raised $1.3 million.
It's not only about helping people, which of course helping parents, but also help train very capable young investigators to become sort of also involved in the rare disease field.
In the lab at UMass Chan, researchers are making progress into a gene therapy to treat UBA5. Tolu Tagian is an instructor in radiology and is leading the research team. She has identified the top 2 viral vector constructs for UBA5 expression, and those discoveries could lead to the development of a gene therapy specifically for UBA5.
Right now we got like different line of mouse models of the disease. I'm trying to phenotype them, figure out what is wrong, and we are doing and translating the gene therapy to those animal models. We are seeing very, very exciting results. I hope we really can help patients and all these kids.
You have the opportunity to have a huge impact.
Let's assume there's a miracle. We are able to, at the end of the day, help treat Raiden to give him the best quality of life, and from there, help other UBA5 kids as well.
We honestly don't want, another family to go through what we went through. So if we can help in any way, that's a win for all of us.
We'd like to offer a special thanks to the Phams, Tommy, Linda, Raiden, and Jordan, and UMass Chan researchers Tolu Tagian and Miguel Sena Estevez. You can learn about the Raiden Science Foundation or donate to research at raidenscience.org. In our next episode, we speak with the parents of 7-year-old Jack Laidlaw, his pediatric neurologist, and a research team at UMass Chan. Jack has a rare genetic neurological disorder that is progressively weakening his legs and currently has no cure. It's called hereditary spastic paraplegia type 4, more commonly known as SPG4. Jack's parents, Anna and Richard, are committed to raising money to support research to develop a gene therapy treatment that might help Jack. Rare Diseases, Real Stories is a production of the Office of Communications at UMass Chan Medical School. It was conceived of and produced by Sarah Willey. Brian Goodchild produced and edited the episode. Dan Lambert and Samuela Acab designed our graphics. Joanna Elizio and Ray Gonzalez developed the web page. It's also produced and hosted by me, Jennifer Berryman. If you like what you're hearing, follow and subscribe to Rare Diseases, Real Stories wherever you get your podcasts. And to read or listen to every episode in this special series, Visit umassmed.edu/rare diseases real stories. You can also email us anytime at advancingtogether@umassmed.edu.